Time Show. It's the Good Time Show.
Thank you so much for coming out to the pizza party on a school night. Guys, my name is Simeone. This is my buddy, Mr. Lee Syed. And we can't thank you guys enough for coming out. There's free pizza in the back if you haven't eaten as much as you. Don't be shy. There's Kool-Aid back there for everybody. And we're just gonna have fun, because that's what life's all about. Just celebrating the good times. Hopefully we'll have some good times tonight. We're gonna have a party, and I don't know if is Darren, are you in here yet? There's only one guy that can get the party started. Mr. Darren Carter, the party starter.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Steve. You guys, we got some chairs up front. If you guys want, we got like 4 chairs here, 3 on this side. Come on down. How about a hand for Steve Simeone, you guys? Putting this together. Come on forward. We're not going to make fun of you. You know, it's a feel-good show, man. There you go. All right, come on down, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. We got more seats up here. Come on down, guys. Come on down if you want. Please come down. It helps comedy. It's best. Don't need to be milling around. How are you two doing? Nice. Cool. Good to see you. All right. They got Lee Syed, the Flying Jew. Round of applause for this guy. I love this guy. If you guys obviously love podcasts, I just did the Church of What's Happening Now. I did it last week on Monday. It was beautiful, man, with mad flavor. Lee Syed. Well, let's get it started, guys. I'm Darren Carter, the party starter. Are you guys ready to start this party? Let's go. Wait, hold on. Before we start. This is a good crowd. I can tell it's good. You guys are facing the right way. You're into it. This guy's right up front. He just shaved the head. He's like, bam. I like it. Sometimes you do comedy, and they don't know how to act. And it's okay, but they don't know. Like, they'll just be sitting there like, and we all happen, right? Every now and then your mind drifts off. You daydream. If you guys are going to do that, like if you're thinking about maybe plans for tomorrow or something later, do not make this your face. Because then the comedians are going to be like, oh shit, this guy hates me, you know, or you know, Steve, and they'll be thinking like they're gonna want to download a different podcast, you know. So don't make that your face. If you're just gonna daydream, make this your face. That way we'll be like, oh yeah, this girl digs me. I'm gonna keep going. So there we go. And we love energy. I think we're doing are we doing a podcast here? Are they gonna record something? All right, cool. So for podcasting, you need lots of ambiance. So we don't. Otherwise, we might as well done it back at the Lee's studio. So let me hear you guys make some noise. Let's see how loud we can get. Yes, I know we have pizza in our mouths. Don't choke on those pizza. All right. So and we feed off energy. Performers feed off energy. Like we're like little delicate wilted flowers. Like when there's no energy, we're like, oh, it's quiet. And I'm in the back of a comic book store. What's happening with my career? But then right there, you give energy. We're like, hey, oh shit, I'm gonna keep. Oh, see what I mean? See? And no, I don't usually perform for audiences that are like 97% male, but I will say. This is fun. I like it. We got the ladies here. I'm gonna focus on pretty much every woman I can see. Boom, 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 boom. Let's do it. Show what you got, Lee. Get nuts. Put the plate down. Get up. Show what you got. Wait, stop. That was hilarious. I thought you were going to take it to the next level. You look like a deer in the headlights. You're like, do it again one more time. Give us 10 seconds. 10 seconds of your best energy. You guys ready? Give Lee some energy. Let's go. Lee Syed, the Flying Jew. Whoa, those are the biggest hands I've ever slapped high five with. Did you see that? Can we do that one more time in slow motion? Wow. All right, here's what a normal hand looks like. I'm just picking a person. I just pick a random person. I'm not saying you have small hands. I was like, here's a guy on the other opposite end of the spectrum. You're on this side. This is what a normal hand looks like. See, it's like kind of like, unlike this shit. Bigfoot, where are you? Okay, that was wild. I'll tell you guys a little secret before I continue. Every time I get laid, I pluck a hair. That's right, 4 ladies. I'm a player. Any other pluckers out there? Oh, yeah! Before he met Paula, he was a full head of hair. He's like, and I was like, my man up front, here we go, boom, boom. I love it, man. Buddy, you got a hat on. We don't know what you're doing. You'll get there one night. All that thick, beautiful hair. He's all embarrassed. No one must know. I'm not plucking yet. Saw a guy the other night, he had hair on top, he had nothing above his ears. I'm like, this guy gets action on the side. Can we turn the mic up a little bit? If we could, I want to do this really cool thing for these guys at some point. If we could just, crank it really loud. If we could, just loud as, if it goes louder, we could do the, it goes louder, a little bit louder. Does it go louder? Is that about it? Is that about it? I don't know, if it goes a little bit louder. A little bit louder? Can we do a little bit louder if we could? A little bit louder? Boom. I don't really do impressions like I used to, but I for a while I might. Did you guys ever see me do Snoop Dogg? No? Snoop Dogg, right? He changed his name a couple years ago. First of all, let me do the impression. Bow wow, you get what's cracking. It's the Digo Double G, the big Snoop Dogg. Let me get close. I'll get close to you so you can really feel it. Yeah. Watch, Lee's gonna trip out. No, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. You got nervous, like, oh, gee, am I in Long Beach? What happened? Bow wow. Baby was a virgin, that's what she said. So I gave her some Hennessy, she gave me some. I bumped her on the floor, I wasn't messing my bed. And little half daddy put his thing on her head, yeah. I love it. That's what I do. I get silly. That's why I love Steve. I love his podcast, man. The Good Times, right? I love it. I'm a dad. Do we have any proud parents here? Nice. How about disappointed parents? We got disappointed parents? Are they same people? Hey, my kid's 7 years old. He's in Taekwondo. Every now and then I root for the other kid. I gotta be. We thought he had attention deficit disorder, so we took him to a doctor. Doctor goes, just so you know, ADD, it's hereditary. A lot of people get it. I don't remember what he said after that. That's when he was talking about ADD, and I was like, this shit is boring. It was like time stood still and I was underwater. Attention deficit disorder. Slow down. Boring. By the way, that's my gift to you guys. Next time, high five. Next time. Next time. Oh, sorry. Did I skip someone? I didn't mean to leave you out. Next time you're hanging out with somebody and they're droning on and on, just picture me popping up from behind. Boring. Hey, I want to show you this video. It's this bear. He jumps in the swimming pool. Boring. All right, I'm on a new diet. I don't have, ranch dressing. I have small meals. Boring. Do you know why I pulled you over? Boring. You're at the office tomorrow. They're trying to pump you up. Guys, there's no I in team. Be like, there's an I in boring. This will look good. Is that video or still photography? Both. Boom. I do some video. Hi, ladies. I'm Darren. You could call me Darren. I like my women like I like my shoes. No strings attached. I like my women like I like my mustard. Spicy and yellow on that wiener. I like my women like I like my lamps next to my bed and not that bright. Now you guys yell out something and we're gonna improvise. Just yell out something and we'll see what we come up with right here, right now. I like my women like I like my water. That's easy. Wet. I like my women like I like my coconut. Ooh, creamy on the inside and hairy on the out. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the show. It's gonna be great. I'm on Instagram and Twitter. Darren Carter, Steve Simeone.
One more time for the party starter, Mr. Darren Carter. All right, guys, real quick, I'm not going to make a big deal about it, but Children's Hospital needs blood, and so keep that in mind. Kids need help, all right. So now we're going to get ready. They do. I'm sorry. You got to, all right. Awesome. So I'm so excited that you guys are a part of this. We're going to do this is my first live podcast ever. So thank you guys for coming out. I hope you're having fun. Don't forget pizza, the little juices. And now we're going to introduce the first guest of the first ever live podcast ever, a gentleman that doesn't need any introduction. So I'm going to get everything set up. We have a little video so you guys will know what it is, and I'll get out of the way. And then now we're going to start recording. So have fun.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum. Oh, shit.
Eat land, froggies!
Just when they think they got the answers, I change the question.
Big body, little tiny weeny brain.
Because I was Rowdy before Rowdy was cool. Robots don't go to heaven. The maniac loves you.
From Glasgow, Scotland, weighing 238 pounds, the hot rod, Roddy Piper! This is the best. Thanks for hanging out, Roddy. How cool is this? You got it.
Before he met me, he didn't like to hug.
Anybody.
And so I would go over and hug him because he didn't like it. Just a second, I got toys here. See, you got that on, but if you don't do it right, you end up like this.
The shirt says villain for people listening at home.
Oh, we're doing a podcast.
Yeah, we're going to...
There you go. How are you?
Hello, Roddy. How are you? Be
That's
relaxed.
That's there you go. Now, I heard it's your birthday.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
How old are you? How old are you?
I'm a grown-up.
No, you
Yeah,
don't
I
ever
can't
do
believe
that. How old are you now, son?
42. I can't say that and not laugh.
You're beautiful. So that one's wearing out. I got you one here.
Awesome.
It's a signature edition. And,
No way. That's so cool.
That's right off the press there.
The
That's like really
coolest,
mine.
right?
Yeah, holy cow. Push. Okay.
So this is what we're going to try to do. Just pretend like we're all just hanging out in... like we're hanging out in my basement. We're 11 years old again, and we're just... Everybody's got pizza, and Uncle Roddy's coming over to tell us awesome stories. right? Like awesome
Uncle Roddy.
awesome stories about giants and mad dogs and guys that had super flying powers.
Oh, he was a giant. He was
How big was Andre the Giant? Like legitimate.
He's hold this. I don't know. Let me see. For those at home, I'm hanging from the rafters. I bet you he'd be up here someplace, maybe with the hair, maybe even up here. There's a nail there. That really would have pissed him off. I saw the giant get pissed off one time only. Well, you know, stories. He's at this bar and keen ability to observe the obvious on my part, right? So Andre's at a bar, anyway, and there was like these football guys, NFL guys, and they came in the bar or whatever, and like one of them, they were trying to insult Andre.
Okay.
And like, you know, like they want to pick a fight, which like, you know, proves that there's something with those concussion things, man, dumbasses. And
Would that happen often, Roddy? That
no,
people
this is the only time I've ever seen it happen. Other than when he was laying on my little skinny ass. And finally they calmed down, and as they left, I don't know what it was, with like a napkin or paper cup or something, because the bar's like this, and you go out there, and there's the door, and there's the valet. So like the car's waiting, and they come and they like chuck something, and it hits the back of Andre.
So they threw something at Andre the Giant's head, just so. Like I would never do
thank
that.
you.
I don't care how drunk I was.
No, but I really noticed how many more words I put in it. Okay. So what they don't know especially, is one step of Andre's is 3 steps of ours.
That's awesome.
Need to know information there. And those boys got down there in their car, and then Andre got up, boom, boom, and he got down, and his whole head right in a squat, and he looked at him, and those guys were slamming the lock things and holding onto the handles. I'm not kidding you now. This giant, and turned their car over.
Awesome.
Now you got to hide the giant. Oh, you don't want to get in trouble. Where do you hide a giant? Come on, you big bastard. Whoa, 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 oh.
So he ran away laughing.
Yeah. Oh, oh, oh.
Do you remember the first time you met
Cops
Andre?
came. Says,
Okay. The
What
cops
happened?
came?
yeah. Well, what do you think? I think it was in Texas, and like, hey, what happened to your car? Giant came and turned it over. All right, everybody, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
That's awesome.
Good one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Because like Andre, he was special. Oh man, this is pretty inside.
Yes.
You know, it becomes like there's a line of honor and respect. And if you're going to accomplish anything, there's just some things you don't do. It's what you do when no one's looking at you that makes you who you are.
I agree.
And like my business, the ground foundation, I have an oath that I'll never break. But as things have evolved, the people, God, which, you know, I love you all so much. You gave me 4 kids and a wife for 32 years. Thank you. I love you. And my wife and I never once have talked about divorce, murder. Get her done. So I'll share this one with you. It goes against my better But because of evolution, you're starting to understand this. It's really hard to do what those guys do 330 times a year and keep a family like those guys. And they're for real. They're for real. But okay, now I'll tell you the damn stupid story. I'll make it quick. So Andre the Giant loved to wrestle me. Yeah, he wasn't paid by the pound, you know. Backdrop my ass. You know you're falling a long way when you got time to think. Fucks up your timing. Hey, bad word. But it messes your timing up because, you know. Hello. I'll have a drink and a cocktail. What he would do each time, because Andre the Giant had to move constantly. If he was stayed in one place, you'd watch him once, twice, 3 times. But then after that, like, you've got no opponents. You wouldn't pay any money. So he had to move. And Vince McMahon Sr. booked him. Okay. And he'd come into all these different territories that were broken down. And nobody knew how to wrestle the Giant. And he'd come in and slap him around, and it becomes a little bit of a cartoon. Well, I was raised by the last of the Gorgeous George guys, you know. And, yeah, we just don't have flea in us, you know. We would like to have fleas, but it just passed the gay rights thing. I wish I was gay. I'd be so damn rich, man. I'd own Titan Towers. Stop that last part. Jim, take that last part out, would you? You don't know how much heat that's going to give me. I was joking. All right. So, and what Andre would do first, he'd like reach over and he'd take my T-shirt off me, put it on himself. You know, look like baby Huey walking around with a T-shirt. All right, I got you. But here was the secret. Like, it's the psychology of it. Andre needed to know that you understood he was hurt for him to get hurt. So guys would come up and hit him in the chest. He's too big. And every time Andre would hit him, they'd fly. So, but being taught from that, where you don't hit and fly, you stand and fight. What Andre needed was this. I get up to my elbows in his hair. Man, and when he hit me, I'd go, but I'd just hang on. It was like riding a bull. You know, all right, honey, here we go. And I'd come right for those eyes. Boom. I could boom, he'd hit me again, and we'd be riding. And finally, I'd tire the big bastard out just from hitting me. But I was hanging on. And he'd get his ass sat in the second turnbuckle. All right, let's go to work. Because he, inside his soul, his real self, thinks that he has done enough to earn your respect. Yeah. He won't pretend for you if it's not even within the realm of, you know, it's like he won't do a bad movie and charge you. He won't. But here, that's his way of saying, hey, folks, okay, I'm a giant. This is why you're going to remember me. And as long as I was on his eyes, and I'd be on him. And if he hit me, yes, I'd fall down, but I was very fast. And right back up on that giant. Okay. I worked many territories, and every territory, whoa, boss, give me him. So I must have wrestled him, I don't know, 50, 100 times.
Wow.
One time in Madison Square Garden. Could just forgive me for this one. They look like nice people, okay? Stop drinking, stop swearing. Now telling the truth, this really sucks.
This is the best night ever. Keep going.
So there's David Schultz. I don't know, Dr.
Death.
Yeah, he's out of his mind. Yeah, I was 10 feet away when he slapped Stossel. You know what? That was Stossel's fault. And I don't even like Schultz. But that was Stossel's fault. Because Stossel had one of his, I don't want to say goonies. You know. I was in the Goonies, but anyway.
Nobody's better than the Hot Rod.
What was I talking about? Second in command to Schultz and was trying to interview him. And Stossel had that attitude of these phony wrestlers kind of thing. And so Schultz, well, he shut him down, man. Again, he shut him down. Stossel sitting back, let me do this, you know. Yeah, all right. Boom, Stossel comes, you know, is wrestling fake? Boom, you bitch. What your mama think of that? Boom, you bitch. You know, and then he said he heard trains. Trains? Anyway.
Just so I want to explain for some of the kids that are like Stossel, Dr. Death.
Oh.
In the 1980s, a reporter for a 2020 news magazine show called 2020 tried to do an expose saying that pro wrestling was fake. So there was a guy that was he became a bounty hunter after pro wrestling, right, Dr. Death?
Yeah.
So he smacked the guy in the ear, the guy dropped and then sued the rest.
Yeah,
sued everybody.
Too, but he's being an asshole.
Yep. That's the point.
Yeah. Can't sue for being an asshole. Make him hear trains.
Yeah. All aboard! This is the best.
Oh, baby Jesus. So, I saw, like Schultz and I weren't getting along. Imagine that. And, Schnucka. Oh, man. Oh, that's pretty damn deep. Okay. Schnucka, we didn't, okay. Whew. And Schnucka was on fire. So there was this tag team match. It was Dr. Schultz and myself in Madison Square Garden against Jimmy Snuka and Andre the Giant.
Whoa.
Could have gave me some warning. The friggin' Giant, you know.
You're going to wrestle the Giant?
My partner hates me more than the Giant does, you know. Tag.
This is so good.
I'm not sure if you know this, but Jimmy Snuka ain't that wild above me either, brother. Still picking coconut out of his...
Oh, we were going to have to... We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
You're getting a picture of Rod being a very lonely guy. And Andre the Giant read the situation before we're going in the ring. Andre the Giant read the situation of what's going down. I'm not getting along with Schultz. We're all bobbing for the best spot. Jimmy Snuka, he was him and Hogan. And Andre's Andre, except John Studd. John Studd really pissed him off because John said he was a real giant. That was a bad interview. Wow. He says, well, I don't have ADD. I just got a lot to say in different departments. So...
The greatest.
Jesus, is so hard for me, man. Just get it done. I'm not looking for an impact. Just... maybe for respect, I don't know. Because I had put my heart 50 times, whatever it was, with Andre the Giant. Him being a man of honor in our business, he came to me and we figured out, and I had a foreign object in my pants, you know.
We'll let that one just sit there. Always funny.
Ooh, boy, just open mouth, insert foot. No. Andre Giant knew that I was going to take out this piece of metal, and just get to Z here at the end of the Z.
Take your time.
We're in the ring, going back and forth, and I took this piece of metal out, and I plowed that giant, and that giant started bleeding real blood.
Wow.
You know, the particulars are irrelevant for those. You know, here's a good one. Like all the dirt sheets you got out there. And I'm not a big fan of theirs. I'm trying to be okay, guys. But like the very first WrestleMania, I'm on the airplane with Don Morocco, and there's Time Magazine. He's reading it to me, you know. It says, look, and right at Time Magazine says, pro wrestling is 99% fake. Morocco looks at me and says, see, they don't even know. And they tried to carry the giant out on a stretcher. Mm-hmm. First time ever. And that was his way of paying me back for all the damn T-shirts I bought him.
That's respect.
And it's a time when I needed it, and he knew it. Yeah. He was a good giant. He could have been a mean giant, I tell you. He'd be a hard guy to move if he didn't want it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Get out the couch now.
Yeah, we can talk about whatever you want. You know what one of my favorite stories is that I would love if you would do us the honor, and you told it once or twice at the Comedy Store when we were hanging out a lot. It was about driving along with Mad Dog Vachon. And when you were a young wrestler, and when he was sort of showing you the road. Do you know that story about Mel's Diner? Kind of.
I love him so much, man. He's so pure. He is so pure. Oh, jeez. Dumb questions. Well, I started pro wrestling really young, and my first match, I never seen a pro wrestling match. I was living in a youth hostel, you know, to get to the chase here. Because the youth hostel was a YMCA, I just wrestled amateur and had a knack for it. Boom. Somebody just didn't show up in the Winnipeg Arena. I don't really know why they didn't. My coach said, hey, I can get you $25 if you want to fight this guy. The hostel was a quarter a night. $25, you know, I'm in. Bring him on. How bad could it be? So I went to my pipe band. Said, "What do we do?" In my pipe band said, "We'll play you in." So I had a kilt on the kilt of the pipe band. I came fifth in the world playing the bagpipes, believe it or not. Boom, and here we come to the ring, and you remember Mr. Perfect? Yeah. I loved him so much. There's so many stories I could tell you about him. But anyway, try to stay on topic here, Rod. And the guy, my pipe band played me in. I didn't understand the concept of upstaging just yet, but I learned quick here. Because it was just like sawdust and shit stuff around. And so here I come, and the guy I fought was Mr. Perfect's dad. Larry the Axe Henning, 320-pound Nordic Viking, no neck, and steam now that he sees the interest coming out of his ears. His opponent wasn't there. You know, he just lost a world title. There I am, 167 pounds. My nuts haven't dropped yet, and I'm going to go against this guy.
You're a 15-year-old kid, right?
I'm 15 at the time. And anyway, you know, bell went ding, you know, Larry, ding. 10 seconds. That includes a 1, 2, 3. It's just so terrible. The natural, my ass. And so, like, I come back, but he busted my nose and I split my eyebrow, and, you know, I was there, you know, blood was in my eyes, but I saw the promoter come. He had penny loafers. I don't know why that's really important. I guess that's all I saw. I thought he was going to cheat me out of my 2 bits, but he had the $25. And he said, "Hey, kid," he said this, "Kid, you did great. How'd you like to go to Kansas City?" Larry Henning going to be there? You know? No. And like, okay. And there was one wrestler left, and his name. The promoter says, "Kid needs a ride." So I'm just sitting there, you know. I got beat. I was supposed to be the tough guy of the town. All my bagpiper guys are gone. But I can feel the presence to my left-hand side. Sitting this way would be to my left. That's how much I remember, how much of a mark it made on me. And he was a Frenchman. I'm sitting there, and cocksucker. It's not nighttime yet. You stupid cocksucker. You need a ride? Yes, sir. I need a ride, please. Cocksucker, come into the car. We get our ride too. Go. I'm grateful for the ride. It's the price of admission that's bothering me a little bit. You know, hey. And this guy, he hated me because he's past like the Gorgeous George times, and he won the in England Commonwealth wrestling champion, and he's one of the most feared street fighters ever around. He taught me how to pull an eye out. You can tell. No.
I saw the drink go down. I was going to do the Three Stooges move. Like.
I didn't. No tough guy bull on me. I didn't mean that. But it's true. You know, some guy, I pulled his eye out. You know, an eye's got 4 leg tendons, whatever you call them. One here, and you got to get behind the eye, and it's like an elastic band, and you got to snap it, pop, or it'll just. And there's 4 of them, 4. You know, so you got to be really mad to want to take an eye out at least after the 2 snaps. Like, hey, sorry, my bad. You know, party foul.
I know at some point there's going to be 2 9-year-olds listening to this like, awesome, I'll try to take your eye out.
No,
so
don't
kids
do that.
Don't try to sit home.
Don't do that. So, all the way, so I'm driving with this guy. His name is Mad Dog Vachon. Hair all over him, except on top of his head. Yeah, it's like teeth missing here, so you could get your jugular or something, man. He's like, ferocious, okay. And we're going down the road, and like, it's got AM radio. And it's got, it's like the longest commercial for aluminum siding I've ever heard. And he drives, he parks at 100. He just, Mad Dog, and aluminum siding. And if you want aluminum siding for your car, get some aluminum siding, because it keeps it warm, keeps it hot, the water drains out. Aluminum siding. I'm hearing this show on aluminum siding for an hour, you know. He hasn't looked at me, hasn't tried to talk. I think early I tried to say, how are you? Cocksucker. Stupid. All of a sudden, he pulls over. There's a diner. That's cool. Go to get out. He goes, you come in 5 minutes, cocksucker. 5 minutes after that, Mad Dog. Because he doesn't even want to be seen with me because I don't look the part. And I gave it 6, just, you know. Making it up. I don't really remember. I didn't have a watch. You know, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Finally, I come in, and he's on the stools up to the thing where you get fed, and like we speak a different language. It's called Carney, and you know, he just like, and he tells me in Carney, get away from him. Not a problem. And I'm down here, but by this time he's ordered salad and steak and other words that start with vegetables, and he's got this meal going, and maybe that dog was mad because he's hungry. I don't know, but when the lady came to me, she like, I got $25, but it's Canadian, and we're in America, so I got no money. And the lady says, would you like something? Can I have a glass of water, please? And Mad Dog Vachon heard that. It must have been his favorite charity, because oh, the little boy. Oh, the little scrawny little boy. You hungry, la? Look at the little boy some free food. Give him what the Mad Dog has. And all of a sudden, Flo starts bringing the salad, the steak. Vegetables. They help me out here. And we're talking, and his total personality, bipolar thing, he was just hungry. and boom, and he's talking to me about all the war and how he was over here and made bullets and threw them over to Germany, I guess, to make them kill them or whatever. Yeah. Frere Jacques, you bet. Just keep it coming. And I love lemon pie. And Flo, I call her Flo because I don't know. I said, I don't know how this happened, but Flo's got a piece of lemon pie.
The waitress.
Pardon?
The waitress, right?
Yeah, the waitress. I just needed to give her a name.
Flo.
I didn't know Flo. So, and I pull my hand out and I get the lemon pie. And Mad Dog Vachon, you cocksucker. You think the Mad Dog, you take advantage of me now, you cocksucker. And he grabbed me by the throat and he slammed me up. He goes, the cocksucker, I killed. And his little head red and foam spitting shit out of his mouth. And all of a sudden, the guy does a 180 and boom. Had a heart attack. I'm thinking, oh my ass, die, you old bastard. He's my ride. So, you know, and then like, we got another personality change. He goes, cocksucker. Get the Mad Dog to the hospital. Yeah, they called an ambulance and everything. Cocksucker, the Mad Dog's not going to make it. Oh, fun. So I get there. He's one of them ass-heavy guys, too. And I get him. I'm 15 years old. I get him, and I open the door and throw him in, and boom, and slam the door right on his ankle, which, you know, got another C word. Boom, went in, and started the car, okay, and it was freeway, and here we go, and like, you know, hospital sign. I'm looking for the hospital. I could drive like shit. I've been stealing cars since I was 10. So, you know, I'm a driving fool, but all of a sudden, Mad Dog, like the Undertaker, Mad Dog sits up, pulls down the visor, takes all the Alka-Seltzer out of his mouth, pulls the map out, circles it where the diner was. That's just how he got a free meal.
How awesome. How awesome is that? The greatest. So great.
Not if you were there, it wasn't that great. And didn't get a chance to eat the lemon pie. It's a true story, man. Well, now, like, we got a cold. You know, someone goes, cocksucker, I'm in. Yeah. Be right there.
So cool.
Gay marriages. I don't know. I got nothing
You have
against
so many stories.
I know.
I loved when you told me about your leather jacket, the different compartments in that. I don't know if we want to share that, but how you had the different rules for different things.
Sure.
There's that. These are just things off the top of my head. I think everybody would love, I know you're sick of telling it, but the coconut story, maybe that. But then, and I really would if we have the time.
I'm afraid I'm boring them. No. I'm kind of judging. I'm going off you because you're most experienced. So, you know, if you guys are getting sad, man, I'm bringing it up or I'm out. You know? I want you to be happy. I love you too. I honestly do, man. Honestly do. I love you. You've been my life. Well, I don't have a home. I just moved around, and then I got into this business at 15. So, like, you want to know something strange? I'm more comfortable in front of a camera and 93,000 people live than I am in a party of 5.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I never wanted to be. I never asked for it. I got zero training. Other than in lunch, cocksucker. I suppose that story, we don't have to worry about the language anymore, huh?
No.
Well, there's a lady there, but yeah. Fucking A, all right.
Autistic Thunder. Hey, Josh. That was great.
I love you.
So cute.
You. Yeah, beautiful, man. So, okay, well, where you want to go?
Oh, you did talk about, there was one story, I don't know if you want to tell, but it was about you in Little League with Colt. Do you want to tell that story? I think that's one of my.
We'll try to get family here.
We could do that. We could do that. We
sure.
could go to
I think I
Stuka,
know.
whatever you want to do.
I think I know which one you're talking about. Maybe. So, like, you know, where's my jacket there? This jacket here was made for me special. Oh, thank you, sir.
The sunglasses. Oh my God.
Yeah, you put them on, you see shit.
Exactly. From they live. Oh, great.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm damned if I'm going to make you.
So
My lesson on that one. I'd give someone my sunglasses. They don't want them. I let it alone now. Keith
We got to talk about that too.
upset.
You have a million stories. Oh man.
Oof, no, it's just a really messed up life. In a good way. So, Colt. Colt's my son. He's my best friend. When something goes wrong, they tell Colt, because Colt says he speaks dad.
Oh.
So, like, I'm trying to I'll come off the road. I was about an inch and a half taller, and I'm about 202 right now. So, my best weight was like around 232, 237. I couldn't get tired. I could go hours, couldn't get tired.
Jeez.
And, but when I come off the road, it's a different world. Excuse me, all right there, pal? The truth of the matter is, you know what it is? The way they teach you when you come out of wrestling school, which I've never been to one, or whatever. That might be obvious. I've never been to one. You should be able to have a match with a broomstick. If you can have a match with a broomstick, then you're the real deal.
Wow.
So, with all this abstract knowledge, I come home and I'm pretty rough, you know. But I'm a gentleman. I hate violence. I hate it in the home. I don't believe in any of it. I don't know what I'm in, a position I'm in, I don't care. I stand by the silent. Those little people killing themselves, it's because of being bullied. So just out there, I'm not telling these stories to go to school, be cool, you know, all right, and beating up people, you know. I never, this is the truth, I never fight unless I have to for my family, or if I can get him paid. Otherwise, I know I don't want to fight. You go ahead and think of whatever you want. So I come back off the road in Colt's Little League. Colt goes to the school. He'd be like, how old when they first start? Just past T-ball.
Like 5, 6 years old.
Maybe a little bit more. I'll give him 7, 8-ish. Maybe even 9-ish. And so Farmington View Elementary School, and they got the cute little Farmington View orange T-shirts on, man, and a fucking Farmington View orange bandana with a little F there, I guess, for Farmington View, you know, and they're so beautiful, little Bambis, you know, and they got to go play away, and they get to the baseball field, and just stay there, and I'll show you how much I know about sports. So Morocco and Orton are in a room. It's a Sunday afternoon, and they're in one room, and I'm in my room. But there's the door giant. The door's open. Yeah. my father. So I can hear him in there, and I'm doing whatever I'm doing. It's Sunday, we're kind of racking down, and I hear, you know, they're watching football, and like Baylor gets a touchdown. And then it's going on, but I'm in the other room, you know, and interception by Baylor, and I swear to God, this is true, man. With so much sincerity, you know, I don't know shit. I come back in there, and there's Morocco and Orton, I go, that Baylor's a hell of a player, huh? Baylor's the college team, for those who don't know.
We're in a comic shop.
Get out, they said. Okay. So, that's how much I don't watch sports. I'm a wife's dream that way. I'll play them all. So, they come a game away from home, and these kids, the other team, they got the whole baseball, and God bless them, you know, but the thing with the straps and the cleats and, you know, the stuff in the hats and, you know, and then like 5 fathers. All right, and they got the infield. Boom, catch it, bring it on. It's like, you know, the game starts at 6. I don't know the rules, you know, but I'm watching out from afar because I don't want to embarrass Cole, you know. And I'm watching, and these guys, that's the team, and they got all the kids, and the kids are just, you know, my guys, my son, and the coach was a good man, just like, and it's like 1 minute to 6, right? Oh, you can have the field. Yeah. All right. I'm up there, and so they started to play, and they're all going, oh, and they're better team. And boom, they're hitting. Finally, our team gets up, and they brought him out, and they go, yeah, get him. And I got this whole thing going on, right? And finally, that's enough of that, you know. And I come on down, and I said to the coach, because the coach pitched to his own team, would you mind if I pitched? Thank you very much. Like a pin. Hi, I'm the pitcher. How you doing, bud? You all right? You ready? Here it comes now. 1, 2, here we go, bud. 3, good job. Pink, get on base. Attaboy. Ball. Guy was trying to get the ball.
So you were making sure he could get hits.
I was getting the field even.
How awesome is that?
Now, one of the many issues I have is like if I get focused in on something, I don't know when to retreat. And finally, I'm pitching, and finally our own coach comes and says, my Christian name is Toombs, says, Mr. Toombs, if you get any closer to them, you'll be handing them the ball. oh, my bad. There you go. Good luck. Anyway.
I love that.
That's what happened. Yeah, if you ever been hurt, like, you wouldn't want to do that to nobody. Not worth it. This jacket was made for me. It's a Langless jacket. Bruce Springsteen has one. There's a name drop there. Didn't want to tell you, Janet Jackson does too, but.
This is the best.
It's like Tourette's. I can't help myself, right? Go fuck yourself, Vince. I was in a room with Bobby Orton. That's just last WrestleMania. Bobby Orton's down. There's again, I think it's Time Magazine, whatever. It's the billionaire list, and Bobby's going down it, and Vince McMahon, number 23, and Bobby says, "Hey, Pipes," he says, "it says here that Vince McMahon is number 23 billionaire in the world. Don't you think you want to try to get along with him now?" And all WrestleMania, I would hear from a distance, 23! I actually love Vince, man. I do. What was I talking about? This jacket. So, back in you'd get in trouble, but they wanted you to because it made the paper. And like I was expendable. There was no, I didn't have a number until I was like 19. They got me a Social Security number so I could pay taxes. I'd like to thank you for that. It's the greatest country in the world. Yeah, baby, it's the greatest country in the world. But when they caught me, they threw me in jail. We had a bad shot in Fresno one time. I don't know if you're ready for that. We're just okay.
I just want to.
Thanks.
The promoters would encourage you to get into trouble, is what you're saying, because it would make the papers sell more tickets. This is an era before sports entertainment. People paid to see, unfortunately, the heels get beat up and cheer the good guys. And they wanted to see real fights, and the more real fights you got into outside of the ring, the more they knew you were serious business inside of the ring.
Okay. You could be Colt.
So there we are.
See, that's what Colt does. And like, I can't get it. I don't know why. I can't.
I speak dad. Just like Colt. I love you, buddy. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much.
Holy cow. What are we talking about?
Your jacket.
Thanks. So, when I get it, then they had to go and bail me out of jail and stuff, and this was time-consuming and a budget restraint. And so they had this jacket made, and because I got stabbed a bunch of times, it's got Kevlar in it, so you can't stab me. And over here, back in those days, it's not bad. It's just like we all carry guns, and this was the rule. Like, if you had a gun that was a a revolver, the first hole is empty in case with a pin hammer, so the pin doesn't hit it and hurt somebody. Second one we had was a blank. So boom, boom, everybody should be gone. The ones that aren't gone, I got 4. I'm trying to give you a chance. Work with me. 7,000 pro fights and you pick my ass to fight. Bad day. And so, just to get it down, because, I carry my cell phone here now, but that was for all things that needed to be taken care of right away. This was for cash, or I put in for cash. This one, a knife, is in this one. This one here, pocket zipped, and it's got my passport in it. And, yeah, I ain't shitting you. And just a second now, just get it in there. All right, because then I put it back, and then I'm there. And this one has a stash pocket, but, I won't leave it at that. And, yeah, so if I got in trouble, I could just run and get on the airplane and go. And I have everything. It's like my purse. And that's why this jacket, and it's really, really heavy. And one of it, my wallet, my green card and stuff's in there. But, you need to feel it to really go for it.
Whoa.
Stand up. Go on here.
How awesome.
It's all sweaty and everything,
That's
too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Way to go, James.
Good, bud.
That made it worth the best night ever.
Come on in here, bud. There you go, yeah.
How great is this?
Yeah, bud. Yeah, man. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's why the jacket
So cool.
was made.
So you didn't have to pack up anything. Just grab the jacket and you could be gone.
I'm out of there. My kilt was under my arm. Jeez. Gay bashing. I don't know about gay bashing, but when you come in 1969 with a kilt on, it was a tough road. Come into the dressing room one time. And I was early because I was nervous, and I come in and there's nobody in the dressing room because there's not supposed to be. But all of a sudden when I get to the top, the door whips open to the bathroom, and it's this manager named Ken Ramey, who used to manage the interns, is jacking off, And I'm just a messenger here. And so I guess it's it's supposed to be a rib or something. And it's a rib though. Isn't there supposed to be somebody there to enjoy it, being funny kind of thing? Anyway, jeez, they started doing that kind of shit to me for a while, and then Lord Alfred Hayes, he had a big schwanz on him like that, man, and he'd come in the shower and he'd chase me with his penis. He'd go, Roddy. Cocksucker, Roddy.
Oh, wait.
No, I'm not shitting you at all. I'm not shitting you at all.
If we're going to tell these stories, could you tell the story about the promoter that liked to smoke cigars?
Wrestler's revenge. So there's this place, and holy shit, man. It's a place in Salem, and it's just a little old theater, and underneath it's just like dirt and pillars, and it's not a real dressing room, and there's a table, and the way they let you shower is after the show is finished, you could use the hot dog water to shower, and that's what it was, and when the promoter paid you, the old timers, if they liked you, they tipped you off. If they didn't like you, they didn't. But he'd start paying you, and he'd put a roll of quarters, in your hand. And you'd watch, and he'd put a 5. And if you smiled at all, he quit. But if you learn not to smile, you might be able to get maybe $25, $20 a match. And he always was drunk, and he had a toupee on that looked like a poodle roadkill. Just I don't know. His name is Elton Owen. And
and he like that, yeah, and he got the same suit on that he fucking sleeps in, you know. And he's puffing a cigar, like, snap, yeah. There you are, you bunch of bastards. That's the way he'd come in the dressing room. And there's like chairs around, and there's one table there for gin. A lot of old timers played a lot of cards, man, lost a lot of money. And my tag partner, his name was Killer Brooks. And he was from Waxahachie, Texas, man. And Killer Brooks was a great friggin' partner, man. I love him. And he was gutsy. And Elton Owens walks in and and Salem didn't draw because this guy didn't do shit. He goes, you guys couldn't draw flies to shit. Nice to see you too. And and he catches the baby face of the main event back, and he goes, yeah, and he puts a cigar down, and he goes back there, and like, it's so rude and stuff, and I don't know, man. It's like having a fucking eulogy. It's fucking. And so Killer Brooks, man. We're all looking at this poor guy. He got like 3 kids, He's getting $20, 20, 50 a match. In the real days, they used to have professional drivers like the mid-card guys, and you'd pay them like a penny a mile, 2 penny a mile. I remember 3 penny a mile. Okay. And I got up in the air, and like they would take it, and you'd give them your change, and sometimes their wife would make sandwiches, and they'd sell them for 50 cents. And, giving this guy a hard time. And we were all younger, and we seething, and finally Killer Brooks got up, come up to that bench. He had them spandex kind of like pullovers, and he took them spandex pullovers, pulled them down, hair all over them. Took that cigar. He looked at that cigar and twirled it around. He put that cigar up his ass. And he was in no hurry. Gay marriage didn't bother Killer Brooks a bit. Because he wanted to make sure there was a definite, and his timing was impeccable. He went, put that cigar on there. No fear that this guy's going to see him. Pulls up his pants and sits down next to me. 10 wrestlers.
Just waiting.
This fucking guy, man. Excuse me, this guy, man. And he's just like, he's drinking straight out of the bottle. And he turns around like this big shot, right? This poor man. And he comes back, and he's that guy at the table was on his left-hand side. He comes, see, you wouldn't know that shit when you were there. Table's on the left-hand side. And here's the door. And he goes, he's scrumbling, scared all the time. He turns around, and he picks up that cigar. They go, all right, I want you guys to be on time. And another thing, we're fucking dying. We're dying.
Loving it.
He's not gonna, like that. And he got on another tirade. And there's blood. If you're gonna bleed, damn it, bleed on the floor. You're ruining my fucking canvas. I'll tell you something else. Not shitting you now, okay? Tell you something else, and he finished. And then he turned, and he opened the door, and he put a cigar in his mouth. And he turned around, and he walked out the door. And he got half a step. I swear to you, okay? He turned around, opened the door, took a cigar out, and said, there's another thing. It smells like shit in here. Eyes rolling.
Everybody was Stevie Wonder. Nobody dared make a sound. One for the good guys.
Awesome. Hi, Rod. We only have about 5 minutes left. That's how fast this flew by. I'm sorry.
I love you.
But maybe we could just take a question from somebody or something, because there's so many awesome people.
I'm yours.
Joshua, what would your question be?
Hey, how's it going? Whatchamacallit? I feel it's still topical. Any good quick stories about the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes?
Great question, Josh. Great question. Joshua, come here. He's the best.
Come on, man.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
I'm doing
Good to
good.
see you
How
again.
you doing?
Oh, it was a quick shake this time.
It was a what?
Quick shake. I should probably tell them. First time Steve introduced me to him at the Comedy Store, and we shook hands. And I'm a very anxious person, and I thought, and I said out loud to you, Are we shaking hands for too long? And you said to me, "I'll let you know."
Autistic Thunder killing it. I'll let you know. You can't write that.
I love you, brother.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
Great question,
Okay.
Josh.
Thank you.
Love you, buddy.
I told you the thing about doctors, about best part of my job, did I? No. I asked a doctor one time, what's the best part of your job? He said, delivering babies. Best part of my job is there'll be an autograph line in 2 hours, whatever. And the best I've done is 5 generations in the same family.
Wow.
But watching you, and watching you with your dad and your sister, your mom, whatever, and the bonding that you did around, I used to have people on, it was Lassie, you'd be cheering for Lassie. It's just, there's so much love. And like I'm not kidding, you know, they tremble and they cry. And so do I. And sometimes they just need a hug. You know, I can go into a hospital and put a smile on a little boy's face when a doctor can't. But the doctor can fix him. So we need everybody to pitch in. And that's what you are. You're beautiful. Dusty Rhodes was a national treasure. Was a national treasure. It's hard to go was like, He, I don't think that they knew how good he was. He did one interview where in TBS, Gordon Soley, and he had a poster made by some children of a school that he had visited, and it was a minute interview. And Dusty Rhodes came in and he put this poster down, and the TV, and he put a chair down and he looked at it, and he didn't say a damn word. And I don't know, I'll be making up like 40 seconds into the interview, 45, just a tear came down his eye. And just as before it ended, he said, "I love you too."
Wow.
That, he's communicating in a different way. You know, we won't get too much into this, but but Dusty Rhodes and the Funks and Dick Murdoch and all the guys, they were shit-ass crazy also. Terry Funk, there was this guy, Bobby Jaggers, he lied about everything. I got a ranch, I got a bigger one. You know, like, didn't matter. And he wore a pink cowboy hat in Amarillo, Texas. And there's the Funks, and they had a flash flood, and under this bridge, it was just total, and Bobby Jaggers was renting a Corvette Stingray, and that CB thing back there, you know, put the hammer down or whatever that bullshit is, you know. And Terry Funk had already crossed it, it's flooded, you know, and Bobby Jaggers, "Hey, come on back there, bear," or whatever, boom, and Terry Funk, "Put the hammer down," and that Bobby Jaggers drove into that, that puddle of water.
Oh my God.
And it sunk, it's just fucking sunk.
Oh my God. He was supposed to be looking out for him, and he drove him right into the floodwater.
And there's beer cans in it. There's beer cans flooded in that thing.
that came up from the car. Holy shit. So Dusty Rhodes and Dickie Murdoch, one time, Dickie Murdoch's in the ring, you know, and it's a tag team. And I don't know, give me a name of a baseball player.
Mike Schmidt.
Works good. And Dickie Murdoch, he's in the ring, and Schmidt, he doesn't know this, but Schmidt throws like an orange from the 26th row, and like it hits Dickie perfect, boom. But Dickie thought it was a partner of the other guy, and boom, and took a bump and went over the ring, over the rope, down like it. No, Dickie, no.
Awesome. Hot Rod, I love you. Thank you so much for doing this.
I love you too.
The greatest. I love you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Roddy Piper. Thank you guys so much for coming out. The Hot Rod Roddy Piper. Thank you, Nerdmelt. Thank you, all you buddies. Thanks for coming out. Good night and God bless you. I have something for you guys. Here, Lee, show. Everybody on the way out's going to get a treat bag for hanging out tonight. So there you go. Good night and God bless you guys. Bye.